Welcome everyone. Let's understand the MLOps lifecycle in this video. As you all know, MLOps is a set of practice that aiming to automate and streamline the end-to-end process of building, deploying, and managing machine learning models. And what are the important things in it? So it is ensures efficiency, reliability, and scalability in ML model development and deployment. Okay. So let's understand the MLOps lifecycle overview. If you see, these are the stages: data collection and preparation, model development and model deployment, and model monitoring and model maintenance, model governance and compliance, and continuous integration and continuous deployment. So these are the life cycle phases in MLOps. And moving forward, you see data collection and preparation. So in this data collection and preparation, so data collection is nothing but gather the data from various sources. So such as from third-party applications or API or any from other websites or with your own application or from any data sources. Okay, you might have Apache Kafka, Hadoop, and Spark. So somewhere you have multiple data and you are collecting data from the users, active users, or already historical data. You're already having a bunch of data from your DB. So these are all come into the picture into data collection. Okay, and data cleaning. So remove inconsistencies and missing values and outliers. So that means we are cleaning the data. Sometime your data, for an example, you are collecting the data from an application and the lot of data is coming, but there are some missing values, wrong address. Let's say a user is entering name, phone number, location, and all, and so he is not entering the right one. He just leaving one field as blank. So missing values can be filled with the default and removing the duplicate lines and also removing the some inconsistent values and patterns. So that is comes into the data cleaning. And coming to the next one is data transformation. So that converts data into suitable format for our modeling. So after data cleaning, whatever the format you have created need, okay, so that you are going to transformation into the one format where you can feed to the model. Okay. So here you can use the tools like Apache Kafka, Apache Hadoop, and Apache Spark. So these are the tools. And moving the second one, model development. What happened in this model development? So there will be a first feature engineering. So in this feature engineering, we are selecting and creating a relevant features. Feature engineering, just before as we discussed. So that is like we are cleaning and creating a few patterns into the data by using data. So that is into the feature engineering. Okay. So yeah. So in this feature engineering, like the most relevant models are having a good output by using this feature engineering method. So it is very mandatory step that we need to take in the model development. Without this, so we cannot do after feature engineering only we can go for ingestion and all. And yeah, so model training. So once your feature engineering is done, with that data, you're training the model by using various algorithms. Okay. And then after model evaluation, so evaluate the performance using metrics like accuracy, precision, recall, and F1 score. Okay. So with this, we are evaluating the model. This we are evaluating the model. So that means, see, we have a feature engineering done. and we have a format of data, and we are trained the model by using some of the algorithms, the same data. And now the model is listening to the data and is giving an output. But what if a model is listening to a unknown data, like unknown query it is receiving and how it will be. So this is how you are getting into the model evaluation. So evaluate the performance using metrics. So here we are evaluating and checking the model that how much it is good perform model. And after that, we need to do hyper parameter tuning. Like, yes, if it is something, then we have to do tuning, hyperparameter tuning, optimizing the model parameters. So here we are using some of the tools that you can see. So TensorFlow, PyTorch, Scikit-learn, and Jupyter Notebook. So these are the tools that we use in this space. Okay. Yeah. And model deployment. So in this model deployment, so containerization, when a model is ready and you have to deploy, containerization is one of the things that you can do, containerize and you can deploy to the environment. So packaging model and dependencies into a container and you're deploying and you're running it to Kubernetes. And model serving, so deploy the model to production environment. So that is model serving. And once it is deployed, then you have to do a API integration, which REST API. Okay. So here we are using the Docker Kubernetes, AWS SageMaker, Google Cloud AI platform like Vertex AI, Azure Machine Learning Studio, AWS SageMaker, and we can also use Kubernetes. You can do containerization and you can deploy that. Okay. And model monitoring. So in this model monitoring, performance monitoring is a one. Like continuously, we are going to monitor the model performance. If it is having something, then we have to retrain the model. That is retrigger and retrain the model. See, once your model given and it is going to give you an expected output long time, no, it's not like that. It is not in a one shot. So it need a maintenance. It need a maintenance. Okay. So you have to always check and retrain all these things you need to do. So if you can see data drift detection, detect the changes in input data. Once your model is deployed, it is not the final model, right? And how the days are moving and passing, the new data will come. The new data will come. To detect the changes in input data. So concept of drift detection, like identify the changes, the relationship between input features and the target variable. So here we are going to use some of the tools like Prometheus, Grafana, and ML Flow. Model maintenance. Like as I said, retraining, version control, rollback. So these are the main three things that we need to uh, have in our mind. And the tools are Git, Docker, and Kubernetes. Okay. Model governance and compliance, audit trail, and maintaining the logs and records of a model development and deployment. Compliance, ensuring the compliance with relevant regulations and standards. Security, implement security measures to protect the model and data. So tools like Zira, Confluence, and security scanners we are going to use. So the best practices on this ML lifecycle is collaboration. So foster collaboration between data scientists, engineers, and business stakeholders. So whatever the good things workflow is going on, maintaining a good comprehensive documentation is highly helpful in your project. And scalability. So designing and like design the system, handle the increasing the data volumes and model complexity. Reproducibility, ensure the data, experiments and deployments are reproducible. So these are the best practices of the MLOps life cycle. If you are getting it, it's highly helpful while you're working with the MLOps. If you're already working, then it is, all the steps are involving in this flow. So thank you all. We'll meet in the next video.